Right back on. That's it. Oh! Body.
Yeah, he very explosive. He's very explosive, and you know, man, he be cracking them dudes. Hey, he be putting them to sleep.
Just cracking people.
Yeah.
And he has so much confidence in his power.
Yeah,
so much
definitely.
confidence in his power that he doesn't give a who he's giving away.
Yeah, he definitely be giving away rounds, but you know, he just in his mind, he know it's a matter of time before.
Joe Rogan's jaw practically hit the floor when he heard what's going down in Gervonta Davis's camp. Tank has been bullying sparring partners left and right.
Tell me about the two heavyweights he knocked out on dropped.
I don't drop no names.
No names. Tell me about the situation. So he spars one.
Hit him with a body shot.
Went down.
And I'm talking 200 plus pounds. And the other one he hit with a headshot.
And he went down too?
And he went down.
But people don't expect a guy 130. Table it.
And I'm not just exaggerating because Tank is our fighter. Tank has it. Punching power. I don't know where it comes.
Reports say he's been knocking out heavyweights brought in to mimic Jake Paul's size, dropping them like dominoes. Rogan couldn't stop talking about how insane that is. A 135-pounder walking through guys twice his size, landing bombs that would make most lightweights rethink their career choices.
Interesting, right? Like, you don't know whether someone's ever going to be able to figure that out or whether or not he's just going to keep cracking people.
Yeah.
You know, so it's part of the fun of watching it. I've talked to a lot of like real boxing purists. It's like, you can't rely on that style.
Right.
He's got to be busier. When he gets to the best guys, it's not going to work out. Like, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, because there's so many good guys.
Oh! 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Oh,
It's the kind of dominance that has everyone in the fight world buzzing, because if Tank's doing that to heavyweights, what's he going to do to Jake under the bright lights? But hold up, here's the twist. This fight is being built as an exhibition. So, technically, knockouts aren't supposed to matter, right? Well, not exactly, because Jake Paul just revealed there's a KO bonus on the line. That's right. Someone's getting paid extra for putting the other guy to sleep.
The only reason it had to be an exhibition is just because of the weight.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's a winner, and there's I don't know if I can say it, but there's like a big knockout bonus.
Okay.
So if someone knocks the other one out, they're gonna get a big bonus.
Suddenly, this friendly exhibition looks a lot more like a sanctioned grudge match in disguise. With Tank's power and Jake's ego, this isn't going to be a sparring session, it's going to be fireworks. And one of them might not be getting up when it's over. After Joe Rogan's jaw-dropping reaction to Tank's sparring power, things just keep getting crazier, because now we've got leaks, rumors, and Jim whispers all pointing in the same direction.
Yes, don't be surprised, okay? This is a photo. This is a photo of one of the bigger guys that he was sparring. But in the past, you know, like maybe a few years ago, he was fighting a guy in Mayweather's camp. He was a bigger guy. I think he was like a middleweight or something like that. He was whooping his ass. One time he was like on live whooping a bigger guy's ass. I mean, he's just beating bigger guys, like middleweights and stuff. He's done that as
Word is Tank's been throwing hands with guys way bigger than him. Middleweights, light heavies, even heavyweights. And it's not looking like normal prep. It's looking like a demolition test. The stories coming out sound wild. Dudes getting launched onto the ropes, teammates saying, "He hit him so hard I thought he died." Whether that's exaggeration or gospel truth, one thing's clear. Tank's not just training for movement and timing. He's training for destruction.
Knock out some heavyweights. You might knock all the ass out now.
You knocked out a heavyweight?
Yeah.
How was that?
Because I hit harder than Wilder.
Now, granted, the heavyweight that Gervonta Tank Davis is whooping and sparring is not like, you know, all-time great heavyweights, all right? And it shouldn't be. But he's sparring the heavyweight, the level of heavyweight that, you know, more experienced than Jake Paul, right? But Jake Paul has beaten those heavyweights himself. Right?
Brian Norman Jr. footage dropping too. Sharp footwork, clean ring cutting, looking like a man studying chaos control. Put those two pieces together and it feels like a setup. Tank's building the cannon. Norman's showing how to aim it. When a 135-pounder is walking through big men and landing like that, you know something special is cooking.
and this is a rumor, Bill. Tank Davis is smashing heavyweights in sparring. I want to say this too. There was a sparring leak of footage of Brian Norman. Here's sparring footage of Brian Norman Jr.
This isn't casual sparring anymore. It's a dress rehearsal for a viral KO. So yeah, grab your popcorn and your slow motion replay button because this story is heading for either pure brilliance or pure explosion. And just when we thought Tank's camp couldn't get any crazier, boom, Joseph Macedo steps in and drops a bombshell. This man straight up said Gervonta Davis is the hardest puncher he's ever been in there with. And mind you, they were wearing 16-ounce gloves and headgear. That's like trying to stop a bullet with a pillow.
It's a lot of IQ, a great amount of intellect. I even told people before I've been in the ring with him that people have always slept on his intellectuality as a fighter, you know, like his thinking in there, because he's continuously setting up shots. He's thinking about his next move. Like, he's just not in there throwing bullshit. Like, he's in there selecting, you know, combinations and setting shit up. So he's a tremendous fighter, and it was a blessing to be in there.
Macedo said even with all that protection, Tank's shots felt heavy, sharp, and surgical. You know it's real when a fighter admits he felt like he was fighting for his life in sparring. Not fighting with Tank, fighting for survival. And let's be honest, when the sparring partner is doing 13 rounds with Tank and still looks grateful to have his face intact, that tells you everything about the monster Davis has become. This right here proves why Jake Paul's experiment might turn into a horror movie. We're talking about a dude dissecting pros in the gym like a scientist with knockout power.
And he was really in his fight mode and, you know, was trying to knock me out.
What was that like? I mean, how challenging was it to hold up under that heat?
It was challenging, bro. Mentally, yeah, for sure. But like, cause I felt like I was in a fight. I felt like I was fighting for my life. And the way he throws his shots and his punches with the accuracy and precision, the power just comes naturally. That's why he's able to knock guys out with any.
Macedo said it best. Tank's not just swinging wild. He's calculating, setting traps, picking angles like a grandmaster with gloves. So if he's doing that to train fighters in sparring, imagine what happens when the lights hit, the KO bonus is on the line, and Jake standing across from him with that YouTuber grin. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm already picturing a new highlight clip loading. And right after we heard Tank's sparring partner call him the hardest puncher he's ever faced, here comes Barry Hunter stepping in with that calm veteran energy, like the wise general who's seen too many wars. And man, when Barry talks about Tank, you can feel that history. He's been there since Gervonta was a kid throwing jabs taller than him, and now he's guiding this powerhouse who's terrifying full-grown men in sparring.
If with you and Gervonta take place, you know, being in his corner now, will you be in his corner come Saturday night?
I will be in his corner. Here's the deal. We got a long history. Calvin called me years ago. Gervonta was a little boy, maybe 8, 9 years old. Brought him up to the gym, and we've all been together every.
You can tell Barry's proud but focused. He basically said, look, this camp wasn't playtime. This was business. And business means pain. The way he described it, Tank's preparation for Jake Paul wasn't casual. It was cold, calculated, and built for destruction. And when Barry tried to stay humble about predictions, come on, we all know what he's really thinking. You could hear that quiet confidence, like a man who already knows how the movie ends. He even gave Jake Paul some credit, saying the kid can fight. But you could tell deep down he was holding back a smirk like, yeah, until he meets Tank. The way Barry said it, you'd think Tank's been training not for a boxing match, but for a demolition job. That's the vibe. No noise, no drama. Just calm coaches and cold chaos waiting on fight night.
Good fighter, great fighter, and he want to be where Tank is. You know what I mean? And he knows the steps to get there now, so that's what it is. Yeah.
Any final prediction for the fight?
No, I won't do that. You know what I mean? I'm hoping for a good fight for the people. You know what I mean? Explosive fight. But make no mistake about it. They don't like to lose, we don't like to lose. It's gonna be a hell of a fight come Saturday.
And just when you thought the Tank versus Jake storyline couldn't get any wilder, boom. Sonny Edwards drops truth bombs like he's had too much caffeine and not enough sleep. The man basically said, Tank doesn't even care about boxing anymore. Like, bro, that's wild. Imagine telling a knockout artist he's emotionally checked out right before he walks into the ring with Jake Paul. That's like telling Mike Tyson he looks tired before sparring. But Sonny wasn't hating. He was real. He said Tank's lost some love for the grind, especially after that tough one with Lamont Roach Jr., and you can kind of feel that honesty. He even joked he'd come out of retirement if Jake Paul started fighting flyweights. Now that's energy.
I don't know, but I just hope this is a proper fight. I hope that, you know, Tank goes in there, Jake Paul go in there, and I hope Jake tries taking Tank's head off, and I hope Tank tries taking Jake's head off, and that's what's good.
But here's where it gets hilarious. Sonny literally said he hopes Jake Paul gets absolutely starched by someone half his size. Bro, that's not analysis. That's therapy. You can tell Sonny speaking for all the smaller dudes who've had to hear, size matters. Nah, not when Tank's in the room. Because if Jake walks in thinking this is a YouTuber spar, he's going to find out real quick why Tank doesn't need to talk trash. His fists do the marketing. And when Sonny said Jake's fights sometimes look scripted, I swear every MMA fan nodded like, finally, someone said it. So we got a man who thinks Tank's over boxing, but still hopes he turns Jake into a highlight. And honestly, same. Because this isn't just an exhibition anymore. This feels personal, unpredictable, and exactly the kind of...
I've seen that in Tank. Now, he had a hard fight against Lamont Roach Jr., and that might have been a part of it. Like, wow, man, this is getting hard against fighters that I think I'm levels above, and turned out on the night that I wasn't. And not only that, we're prize fighters.
Grab your popcorn, folks. If Tank's burned out, then burnout's about to hit like a left hook from Baltimore. After everything we've seen, from Rogan's jaw hitting the floor, to sparring partners confessing their near-death experiences, to Barry Hunter's silent confidence, and Sonny Edwards' savage honesty, one thing's clear. This exhibition is starting to look like a full-blown execution. Tank Davis is walking around like a man possessed, dropping giants and smiling about it. Jake Paul might have the fame, the followers, and the muscles. But Tank's got that killer instinct that can't be trained or bought. It's earned through pain, through years in the trenches. So now the big question. Can Jake survive the storm, or is he about to find out what happens when YouTube hype meets real-world violence?
I hope Jake Paul started at flyweight professional fighters, because I would have come out retirement for the Jake Paul fight. What round do you want me to go down in, Jake?
Help me to it.
No, but in all seriousness, if we're going to talk about the fight, I hope, for the little people of the world, I hope Jake Paul gets absolutely starched by someone nearly half his size.
Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Jake's power and size enough to shake the king? Or is Tank about to remind everyone that weight classes don't mean a thing when your name's Gervonta Davis? Let's debate it out. Speech Balloon Boxing Glove, and yo, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fight Viral Boxing Breakdowns. Fire.